Alright. If people are actually watching on the stream, then hi, hello, welcome. Uh, I am, essentially the reason why I'm doing this stream is because I wanted to, go back to the time, not the time, but essentially I wanted to go back and fix the AI bus. So for those of you who don't know and haven't watched the video I made on it, it's a self-driving bus. And I know a lot of people have made self-driving buses, but essentially this one I wanted to make essentially disconnected from other things. So usually how other self-driving things would end up working is here's this essentially set path that it always follows, and it's almost essentially they become like streetcars. And if you don't know what streetcars are, imagine bus trains, but like, in the city, essentially. And that's usually what most of them would become. And I know that there'd be some that would use the Intelligentsia mod, but what mine had originally been is, and as you can see here, is here, let me raise it up. Pretty much there was almost a converter where if a red line is detected, it does one thing, and if a blue is detected, then it does another, and if yellow is detected, I think yellow was stop, and then I think red was turn right, blue was turn left. And pretty much the whole point of it is it was supposed to be, it's on this timer, and now I don't have it engaged right now, so it won't move, but pretty much it spends these times at these at the stops. And essentially, it's, instead of it following here's a track, and then it's following it's the whole, it can actually be driven like a normal bus. So if I wanted to, I could drive this like a normal bus, and it wouldn't have to be AI controlled, or it could be. So it'd be this whole, it could go off the grid or on the grid kind of thing. So it would be that. And now the thing it was kind of complicated. Thankfully, most of the wiring that you see here is actually just for like lights and decoration. But really, all it is essentially converters. Most of the action actually happens up here, where it's just a bunch of like delays and gates that get turned NOR bit memory pieces that just get like turned off, on and on to represent one thing or another. And yeah, like you can see here, actually, hold on, that's not good. It kind of does that at the beginning. That's just a weird thing I couldn't seem to fix. But essentially, the thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to either fix it the way it is now, because one thing it had a problem with was turning and not turning well enough, and especially now, since I have a lot of mods that I don't actually need. I just downloaded a lot of them because I don't know what they are. That's another thing we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking off quite a bit of these mods, because that's one thing I realize I do. I end up having way more mods than I need to on a lot of things, and then, it just all goes to blah. So essentially, there's this now, the Smart Engine Controller, and now what this uses is, here, if I can show you, is essentially it's got controllers on bearings, and it's the whole, two of these bearings, a bearing on each wheel, is set to turn left when it receives a signal, and then, the others is set to turn right. And the problem is that it would turn too slowly, and then the amount of time it'd take to go back to the straight position, it wouldn't always end up being straight. So essentially, what I want to do is, since I can fix the speed with this, and also maybe get rid of these rim covers, so it turns a bit better, is essentially try to see if I can fix it, or try to do something where it follows a line on the ground. And I want to actually try that. Nah, I should try that later, just because that might have to, that will involve a lot of redoing. But yeah, so I don't know, but let's get into it. I don't know exactly where to start. I guess I should start off with trying to figure out what's going on. So let's just make this. I used to have an actual test world. I had dedicated to it a long time ago, but now I had to remake it. Because essentially what this runs on is a bunch of timings, and well, yeah. So if I remember correctly, red was left or right, I believe, because it's on the right side. So let's try red here. And now, was it? It was 6, right? No, it was 4, right? Ah, okay. Right, because once the AI light is on, yeah. See what I mean here? Now the thing is you can see here I can control this. And actually, if I I should probably fix the blinkers too. But pretty much one problem is it doesn't that's another thing it has a problem with. This particular one can't go backwards. So yeah, that's another thing I gotta fix. Right, we're also gonna fix. There we go. So now, if I go into here. There you go. Okay, so is it 5? Right. Okay, maybe that's not going to work as good as I thought it was. Let's move it over here. Then move it here. Nope. I forgot about that. Okay. Also, I hope the game looks good on your screen, because I'm watching the stream off my phone because I don't have a second monitor. And from my perspective, it's looking good. And since I got the new graphics card, things are much easier to run. So it's been going pretty good. Alright. So the thing that we ended up having a problem with is that its turn was too wide. And I don't know if that's... You know what, actually, let's just leave it the way it is. So I don't know if that's for some other reason or not. But what we're going to do is let's turn this on. Ah, okay. It didn't see that? Okay, we're gonna... wait for this to reset itself. Okay. Okay, so... That time it didn't seem to pick up the turn, and that's a little weird. Okay, let's try this again. Ah, okay, I need to have other controls engaged. Ah, okay, so... that's something else. So we can see there, it turned for too long and went off track. So... what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the controllers here with come on, where are they? These little guys. Okay, they're the same thing. Also, let me just see. I don't usually have my toolbar set up this way, so it's a little weird. I just didn't really care to change them. Okay, so is it only one input? It's only one input from these ones. Okay. Good. So, get rid of you, get rid of you. Blam, blam. Do that, and then yoink, yoink. And now let's have red be the top, I guess, and blue be at the bottom. There we go. Okay. And now, I actually kind of need to check up on how this works. Okay, so defaults without input. So speed, 0, power, stiffness. Okay, so white inputs are the speed, black inputs are the power, gray is stiffness, others target angle. Right, I forgot. I need to have input methods. This is going to make it a little more complicated. Target angle. Okay, so let's go to here and let's grab some of these bad boys. And okay. So essentially, these are the activators. And I need number inputs. Okay, now, do I have any space back here? I do, and I can always expand, like I am right now. Okay, so the target number needs to be set to 90. That's not facing the right way. Just realized that. Okay. So it needs to be set to... needs to be set to 90. Okay. And actually, one thing I can do to set this to 90 is... I can't remember if it... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, no, whoops, I'm saying that in the wrong thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, okay. Let's do the same there. Hey, wait, no, 90. I don't want 90. I want 45. Whoops. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Let's just do this. I know there's probably a way I could like hook it up and have them be the same, but I don't care. And there's one thing I am thinking is essentially having one. Actually, could I use one angle instead? Save me some space and some. Yeah, okay. So it's set you to 45. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, okay. So that input is going to be 45. So other is the target. Wait, hold on. Is there anything for white? Yeah, white is speed. Okay. Oh god. Okay, 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 okay. Calm yourself there. Okay, so first thing is, so this is supposed to be, what is it? It's red turns right. Red turns right, so those need to both spin right, and they are. And those need to spin left. And those need to spin left. Or was it red on the bottom? Nope. Okay, red's on the top. Good. Okay, let's try. Right, it has a speed of 0. Okay, we need to set the speed with something that's white. Let's set this. You know what we'll do? We'll just increasingly. That's the wrong thing. We'll just increasingly go up by 1 for this map again. And I know I could take the thing from here and put it directly into there, but I essentially want like a buffer. Is there anything for red on there? Nope. Okay. Right, again, I forgot to set the speed. Jesus. I'm such an idiot. Let's just set it to 1 to start off. Oh. See it turning. Okay. That's good. At least it's working. So you know what? If that's the speed, let's set it up to... I'm going to regret setting it up to 9, aren't I? Did I goof that up? I goofed that up. I goofed it. Okay. So I was pressing A and okay, so I'm gonna need. Okay, now let's try that because I need to press. Wait, nope, that doesn't fix my problem. I'm still an idiot. Now instead I'm just pressing A to go other way. Okay. Whoa! Jesus. Calm yourself, scrap mechanic. Part of me is considering putting music on, but I don't know any music that's not got a copyright claim on it. Or, well, not a copyright claim, but can give me a copyright claim. Again, I don't make money, but I'd like to not get, like, any, like, offenses or anything. So, okay. Now what we're gonna do is, since we are getting into higher digits and stuff, I am gonna have to... That's not what I needed. That's not what I wanted. Wait, I just realized my dumb mistake. Okay. Set it to 15. Okay, that's really slow. You know, we're gonna... I was gonna say bump it up to 50, but I'm like, nah, mate. It's 45, maybe. I'm gonna regret this. I just spammed it a bunch. Whoop, Jesus. Oh, okay, that's not as bad as I thought. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just get rid of these just because right now they're not important. Oh, well, I guess that's gone. Okay. For Jesus! Okay, well, I guess we figured out where that piece went. God, that scared the living Christ out of me. Also, yes, I am well aware I got rid of the little staircase piece there. Okay. Now let's... There we go. Actually, there we go. That. Now, one thing I'm a little kind of weirded out by is the fact that they kind of stay on an angle. Oh, that's probably because that's not connected to anything. Whoops, I'm an idiot. Doi. Okay. Is there a way to... Wait a second, hold on. I don't... Blam. And then, hold on, and then if I do... Blam. There you go, now they go straight. Yeah, okay. So essentially, okay, yeah, so I was right. Pretty much, since these, the blue ones didn't have any, set, like, angle or something they needed to go to and then go back, on the blue ones, they're essentially like loose bearings. Okay, so that's good. So now I know how to fix that. Let's set that to 64, you know. It's a nice number, I like it, and I like my, you know, things of 8. Okay, you know what? Let's set the angle we're going to turn to not a 45, but let's just try like a 35. I didn't connect that to anything. I'm an idiot. Right, I need to connect it to there. There you go, 35. Again, I know there's a faster way to do it, but right now I don't care. Oh, is 35 the perfect angle? I think that might have been the angle I set it to before. Okay, that's nice. Let's raise the speed a bit. Let's raise it to 75. That is indeed faster. Let's try it this way. Yeah, let's give it a shot this way. 70, 75. See how that goes. Ah, now one thing I have realized is, so let's see what a red line does to this. Right, I haven't engaged the... Okay, let's... Nope, nope. Okay. I forgot that, because essentially there's... The weird thing is there's the sign that I have turned on, and then there's like the sensor things that I keep forgetting to turn on. And it's been a while since I've fiddled with this, so I gotta be honest with you guys. So yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, so it only goes up to 6. Okay, so if my reasoning is correct, this should turn us right. Ah ha ha! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so now it's just figuring out some timings. Aha, ha ha ha. Okay, so now instead of the bearing controller being a factor, it's the timers. Okay, so let's just figure it. Okay, so 3.5 seconds, that's way too long. Or 3.15. I remember I had to set it this way because apparently sometimes it worked better that way. So let's drop that down to 2 and then try it. So it's 5 and 6. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I'm liking that. I am loving that. Okay. Okay, obviously the roads need to be made a little bit wider. That's something that, like, I was planning to do regardless. Like, that was a kind of a big thing I was gonna do anyways, but that I am totally fine with doing. Let's make it about that much wider. See how that turns out. So maybe it wasn't the best way. Okay. There we go. So yeah, okay, let's try that. We'll also try turning left as well. It's just I just made it with red. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. So now the thing is it's still turning a little bit too long, but hey, we got most of it down. And I think it might be that little extra 150-ish something or others that I put at the end there. Ooh, that's a little too far to one side. That is one thing with this bus, is essentially it needs to be on this perfect thing, like a perfect center for it to work properly. But other than that, it works itself pretty good. And one thing I am hoping, not hoping to, one thing I will do is essentially add other features to help help itself straighten itself out. So yeah. Okay, let's drop it down to just 80 ticks. There, and 5, 6. There we go. Oh, I'm liking that. I am liking that. Now, obviously, it went off the road, so that's that could be a thing. That could be affecting it. So I'm gonna have to factor that in to the problems list. Because for all I know, it could have gone perfectly straight there if, you know, the roads weren't all weird and messed up. Is that center? I feel like that's... yeah, that's not center. Okay, so it's not as far ahead, but it's better. Okay. So now, again, let's make the road wider by like that much. Give it a lot of space. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's also gonna do that. Let's see if that might help it. Okay, 5, 6. Ah, okay, so now it's not turning enough. Okay. Come on. Here we go. This is really boring, and I guarantee no one's watching, because, you know, I can see, and it doesn't look like it, and it doesn't look like anyone's watching. But, hey. It's content, and... good. Ha! It worked. my plan was to, like, stop it, and then, you know, have it near the end. And then it would drive itself forward a little bit that I needed it to. Alright, so let's add a... you know what? Let's add an extra ½ second onto that. So that's... so that brings it up to 100 ticks. 5, 6. Ah, okay. So that's a little too long now. So... ah! Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Just a little too long, so let's pump this down a bit. So let's bring it down to a quarter, because that's 500, so be 250. Hey, wow, that's perfect. Nice. Okay. 5, 6. Now, one thing I was noticing is one of the wheels was, one of the turning wheels did look like it was kind of going, well, about to go off the edge, so I wonder if that's a thing. Because, essentially, the reason why I made this a bus is because I made a... again, there's a whole video about it where I made a public transit bus, and I was like, you know what I want to do? Other people have done it before. Essentially, it was the whole thing where it's like, I know other people did it before, but I want to do it for myself, so, you know, I have the knowledge of how to do it. And so it turned into my little thing where I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I mean, hey, if it's something I made, I might as well put it up you know, on the internets kind of thing. So, yeah. Now I know one thing that you're probably thinking is it's like, okay, well, obviously, you know, if this was like, you know, in a city or something, they couldn't have, you know, streets this big dedicated to things. And it's like the whole, yes, I know. Again, this is all about fine tuning, and I don't think like this is like a big chunk of the corner we're probably not gonna, need kind of thing. And again, this is a. I did do 5, 6, right? I did. Okay. For some reason, I thought I pressed 4 on that. Okay. That's good. That looks like it was just a little... Just like a literally like a teensy itty bit too long. But other than that, I think we're getting better at this. And no, one thing I also am having to factor in is, like, yes, I know that the wheels do have a certain amount of time they take to go back to their straight position, and I'm also trying to think of that, you know, when I put in the numbers and stuff, because I know that that is also, something that the Toyman's it. So let's, heck, bump it down by 1 tick, see how that affects it. Hey. I'm liking the way that this is looking. Alright. Let's try going right. And see how that turns out. Is that centered? You know what? Let's try it this way. Add another variable that it might have to overcome. One thing I'm also noticing is the front isn't as heavy as the back. And that's kind of obvious, seeing as there's a lot of stuff in the front here and not a lot of stuff in the back. So that obviously, that makes some sense. So I'll see what I can do about that. First I want to see what happens when we go right. I want to see if, again, it should be the same thing, just, well, obviously going right, but it's the point of these things. We're testing, we're learning. Okay. And again, one of the reasons why I'm making this out of, like, concrete and stuff and not using, like, tiles or things like that is because, of the way colors and things like that select. I know I could probably, again, spend a lot of time making, like, a fancy city map or something, but I really don't want to put that much time and effort into, like, a test world kind of thing. And, I could probably make a fancy map that does have the colors and then use some, like, the mod things that has colors and things like that. Yeah. Either way. 1, 2, because that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lambs. Let's cut probably a bunch of you off. And 1, 2. Shoot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then it just goes like a 5, and then it just goes. I did that wrong. Or did I? Let's remove. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I got the 4 right, and then it goes. Okay, there's my problem. So it needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, because then, yeah, that's where it starts to. Now this is where it starts to go up. There we go. Blam, blam, and get rid of that, and that is looking the same. Alright, so now let's try blue. There we go. And this has obviously had enough time to, yeah, essentially relax. Well, not relax, but reset is what I mean. Let's turn this thing on. There we go. Okay. So it does, again, have a tendency to overturn, and that's honestly, I think, something that I won't really be able to fix, essentially. It's going to be something that, due to the way it's made and the fact that, you know, the weight is evenly distributed, but it's not perfectly. I know that kind of sounds weird because the whole idea of even is, you know, it's equal in all ways kind of thing. But because the thing is, we're getting like super close. And one thing that I'm thinking of adding now is pretty much, and I want to make a test car with this first, is I want to make, essentially, have black lines on the ground that sensors will pretty much, they'll be, either it'll be one sensor in the middle with, that's like two pairs. I don't know. I'll make it and try to and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's just start off with making like a really basic car. You know what, let's make it a little bit longer. There we go. So I'm not even gonna like paint or anything. It's just gonna be super basic. And let's add some way of it being able to steer. You know what, let's use pipes. Oh, there's another person watching. Hi. Okay, pipes. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. They also Scrap Mechanic. A little not too long ago, Scrap Mechanic updated a bunch of stuff. I should also do some stuff with Challenger, the Challenger mode or challenge mode thing, because it's gonna be fun to do. Okay, so this should be good, and as long as the wheels line up there, you know, just to be safe, we'll get rid of that. There we go. Actually, hold on. One thing I need to do first to see if this is even possible. Is this an even number or an odd number? This is an odd number because there's a bar down the center, which explains why it's always a little off center. Which explains why this even thing, so it never does. Okay, yeah. So let's actually make this. There we go. Let's make this even. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of this. Actually, no, wait, I can't. Or, no, wait, no, I can. Let me go do that. Let's do blam, blam. Pump that bad boy. There we go. Do that. That. Put that there. Put that there. There we go. You know what? Let's. Whoops! I accidentally alt-tabbed. Let's grab an electric engine for this one, just because it's smaller. Let's use a basic one. There we go. Do that. And pretty much what my idea is, and again, this is just on a smaller scale, so it's obviously not going to be, you know, perfect kind of thing. Let's find this and Right. There you go. Pretty much let's do this. And should I have it at the front? No, you know, let's try it in the center first. Like, I don't know, here maybe. And it's, you have the sensors facing down. Again, we're just gonna do it with like a range of 1. And let's just do that. I don't want that oddly specific color. I just want black. And there we go. And so pretty much it'll be this is gonna take a bit of setting up to do. Let's do that. Do that, and that. I might even actually just carve that out for now. Ooh, actually, wait, hold on. I've got to. I just realized my problem with that. Right, I don't have the welder. Let's get rid of that. See if we don't need it. Again, I usually sort out my thing all fancy so it looks like, you know, so it's in order and everything like that. I have like a way of doing it so I can find stuff easily, but this time I just kind of, I didn't end up caring as much, so there we go. And let's just doodly-doo, fix that up. Thankfully, it wasn't connected to anything, so don't need to worry as much. Okay, you have a very forceful whap in this game. Here, let's stop you. There you go. Come on. Stop it. One thing I do like about this game is how real the physics are and things like that. Like, that's one thing I am really happy with, which is one of the reasons why I love this game, because it's just it's such a it's such a real game, so you have to like play by quite a bit of the laws of, like, obviously, you know, it's a game, so it has, like, you know, game things in it, but it's like you have to play by the laws of, you know, the real world, but like I can build whatever I want. So it's, I don't know, I'm going off like a weird thing here. All right, what did I? One thing that would be nice to have would be able to fly, but I can see where that might become a problem, especially with like servers and stuff. What did I say? Okay, what did I have? Okay, the turning angle was 35 and the speed was 75. Turn angle. Let's have this be the turning angle. It was speed was 75. So let's have this be the speed, that be the turning angle. Okay, so speed. That's the wrong one. Blam. And blam. And blam. And blam. And then connect you to... right. Realized the problem here. Okay. This simple car is turning out to be not so simple. But, hey, that's kind of one of the things you gotta deal with in the game. It's one of the... That's what makes the game the game. It's this kind of stuff, which personally I love. I am totally okay with having to put a little bit of effort into something like this. So. Bam and bam. All right, let's. Yeah, so let's... I don't want to do this. I'm gonna color code them again. So it's gonna be... blue on this side. Red on the side. Again, I'm color coding just so it's easier to know where they are. So the bottom one's blue. Okay. Oh, that's actually easier to remember. Bottom blue. They both have B's. There we go. That's another thing. Some updates added the abilities. Essentially, one thing that would happen is you wouldn't be able to color the bearings in this situation, but now you can. So that's really nice. For all I know, that might have actually not have been added, or no, it could have been added a long time ago. I just kind of forgot about it. That's totally possible, but yeah. All right, so give me a second. I'm thinking. Okay, so should the trigger mechanism be the same? Or actually, okay, so red. Okay. Should blue would be right and red would be left. So that and then so red is going to turn you left. Blue will turn right. Okay, let's try this out. It's probably I guarantee it's not going to work. But let's set it up. Let's see how it goes. I should save it first. Let's do line follow. Save as that. There we go. I realize I forgot I didn't add an engine, but worry about that in a second. Now let's add the engine. Actually, hold on. I have an idea. This is just going to be temporary just because I want to see what'll happen. So let's make this line rail long. Then again, that might do a little bit more than I wanted to. So let's, my idea was to have a bearing at the center that, essentially once it got to the end of the black line, it would stop. But I'm like, I'm good with that. I want to have a little more control. Not that that's a bad idea, but not what he needs. Let's. Wow, I'm not used to being this disorganized in this game. Okay, let's do that. Let's just do the front wheel, the back wheel. Sorry. Good. Oh right, I need to set the angles and speed. Right. Okay. Okay, speed was 75. Again, I obviously know there was a faster way to do it, but I don't really care at this point in time. And then turning angle was 35. There we go. Okay. And I guess let's have it go. Actually, wait. I should add some way of like having it change. Not fast, obviously, but and then back out to straight. So let's just try that. Let's see how this goes. Is it gonna turn the other way? Wait, hold on. I have these set way too short, don't I? Let's Okay, let's reverse this. Ah ha ha ha! There we go. Okay, so it was that that was set to shortcuts. Bring that there. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. It's to force habit. Okay. Let's also turn the speed up just a little bit. That's the wrong way. Okay, okay. Good, good, good. Hey! That's working. That is indeed working. I like that. It's not working great. I probably should have, you know, kind of keep putting it on backwards. There we go. Okay. That is indeed centered. There we go. One thing I should have probably done is maybe not the turn angle, but you can see there's not a lot of clearance, so when it turns, it kind of turns into these. So actually, wait, hold on. Since all the information for these are just, you know, they're in a different place, I might as well just yoink, yoink. That and that. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay, you do there. You there. You do there. There we go. And now let's just paint it. That's not the color I want. Yes, that's red. This is blue. Turn that on. I didn't connect the... Wait, yes I did. So then... God, I keep friggin' putting that... Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did these get... Okay, that was supposed to be set to 75. And that was supposed to be set to 35. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Okay, there's the problem. Okay, we'll do we'll do that. Okay, so I see my problem here. I am getting really ticked off by the fact that I keep placing that the wrong way. Okay. So the problem that I'm seeing is the way it's turning. So let's... Oh, wait, they're all set to turn the same way. Whoops. So... Blue... Blue I want to stay the same. Red I want different. Why are they on? Okay, let's try this out now. It was working fine before. Oh my god, I'm sick and tired of putting it back the wrong way. I should know by now that it does that. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, so that's a no-go. Whoa, hey, how you doing? Okay, that happened. Boop. There. There. Let's try this out one more time. I think I figured out the problem, and the problem is that I think it's because it's things with colors. Okay, so the red one goes into the blue one goes in. Okay, so let's add a little bit of logic to it. Boop. Actually, no, I want to have that face up. There we go. Blue, red. Because I think the problem was that it the way it twines. Also, there we go. So maybe that's not a thing. Wow. Okay. So I'm still gonna put in the logic as essentially like a. It's like a. I don't know, like a safe lock or something. I don't know. So I can change it later. There we go. Then it's eventually. Let's make it a bit longer and then turn it on. Obviously, it's going slower, and I have it set to different things, so it's not gonna. But there we go. Essentially, I'm gonna want to have that on the bus. And I am actually pretty happy with that. How long has this stream been going? Not as long as I thought. Okay, so let's Line follower. Yes, I want to overwrite it. All right. Let's pump up the speed a bit. And okay. So there's the thing I was worried about. Was this. And that's kind of one of the problems with these types of things. Now that's where I wanted to have something. I want you pretty much, instead of having one line, I was thinking of having 2 lines, and then essentially imagine putting 2 of these things together, and it's essentially like this instead. So now it's actually so it'd be like that, but there'd be 2 of the sensors. This way, it's the whole. Because if it goes off the line one way, then we got a problem. Also, this could be happening because of the way I positioned these. If I position these closer to the wheels here, if I literally had these ones here set as the sensors, I guarantee it would have ended up better. So let's try that configuration with the sensors being right there. And right. Okay, so let's move that. And let's try that one. Set that to 2. Black. 2. Black. And okay, so we need bearings. And bloop. Some nice music. That's good. That's good. I like that. Okay. Bam and bam. So red turns me left. Blue turns me right. And that's not meant to be taken as like a weird. I just realized that could be like a political statement, but that's not the intent. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to that, and you're going to there. Flip you around. Put you down there. Alright. I'm also going to turn the speed down. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's just see if any of the things have gotten reset. Nope. Obviously, it's not perfect, but come on, straighten yourself out. Okay, wow, we're like right at the last second. Nice. Sorry, I got a text message still. Okay. Hold on. Come on. The stream looks really good. The sad thing is it looks better than my actual videos, but that's because it's, I believe it's streamed in like VPN. Not VPN. That's was it VP9 or something VN? There's like AVC and then, yeah, it's AVC and VP9, which are like the two codecs, and it's like, yeah. Okay, so that's actually working out pretty good. I like that. One thing I could do to improve it is have the sensors, actually, oddly enough, maybe right next together. Because one thing I'm noticing is essentially it almost looks like the sensors have literally like a thin line that comes right out the center of it, and then the second something gets in that like center area, then it's activated. So what I'm thinking of happening is, but no, as you see, then that messes up the way it works. But again, that's, you know, trial and error. Now, one reason I don't want to have this for turning is because turning will get messed up. This is mostly just going to be, here's a bunch of straight lines for it to essentially sort itself out and keep it itself on the general track. And also using an actual physical, like, here, let's carve a hole into here and then have a pole. I've tried that. Doesn't work out so well. Okay. Now that we know that that is working, let's... put this to red. Now what I want to do is move you back here, then there. So I'm gonna do is I'm going to take out that, because that's where the center is. Let's also set the color there. One thing that, again, Scrap Mechanic does have is when you set the colors, you gotta like re-choose them again so it actually works properly. And it's gonna be that way. What I'm honestly thinking is, should I just, because I've got a, here, let's save this. So go line follower, save, yes, is, I'm literally thinking of just removing like the wheels and stuff from there, and then just slapping the actual like physical things on, cause, well, actually, come to think of it, I could literally, what if I actually, hold on. Ah, shoot, I didn't put that close enough. Could I literally just do that? Bam. Let's try that. Hold on, I got a text message. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. Didn't do this right. I'm wondering if the sensors themselves messed it up. In that essentially now it's got 2 inputs, I guess, and so let's try this again. If it does the same thing, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the inputs. Yeah, okay, so so okay. Sorry, I just keep reading test messages, people. Okay, so okay, good. So that's an OR gate? That is an OR gate. Okay. Good. So let's try connecting. So first, let's deconnect these. And then let's connect these to OR gates. And okay, so now, okay. Yeah, there, buddy. Okay, let's try that. Okay, good. That worked out well. Ah, it's trying to keep itself straight already. Hey, 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 hey. I'm liking this. Okay, so right, again, because okay, essentially because of the way the AI worked, and at the time I built this, I didn't know about the I didn't have the mod pack. So again, when I say the mod pack, you know what I mean, like the thing that added again this stuff and the all that and that essentially. I didn't have that when I made this. I didn't know that existed. Or the thing is, I think I did know it existed, but it just didn't have some of these things at the time. So, okay, immediate problem right off the bat. Okay, the good thing is that it was working. I also made the buses really slow. I think I particularly made this one a little bit slower just because it was the fact that it was AI, and I didn't want it, goofing up or something. Okay. Okay. Let's... That was a mistake. Alright, cool. Okay. It's gonna stop. Okay. Let's actually turn this off. And let's just drive it like normal and see how... Okay. This is kind of getting finicky. Okay. How long have I been doing this? I'm doing it for an hour, 24 minutes. Okay. You know what, let's give this one last good old try, and let's make the line longer as well. Alright. Let's hop in. Probably should have got rid of some of the other lines. Okay. I probably also should have made that longer. There we go. Okay, what? Let's try this. Okay. Again, I would be listening to music right now, which would be definitely helping me out in not only like focusing, but with my mood. But again, it's like I don't want to get copyright claims again. It's the whole the copyright claims don't affect me in as much in the way of nothing's. I don't have anything that's monetized, so I can't make money. But it's the whole. I don't want to get like, how it's the whole. You get like I think it's like 3 strikes and then like your channel's out kind of thing. Like I don't want to have that happen to my channel. So okay, 5 and 6. And turn. Okay, so I think so I might have to put like 2 lines down or something. So yeah, okay. Yeah. I am getting kind of not like fed up, but like I'm getting kind of I want to take a break from this to kind of think and let it sink in and stuff. So I think I'm going to leave the stream here. Also, again, because no one ever watches the stream, so it's kind of pointless to keep going. So either way, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here.